All right, so we got Adeptus Custodes, literally the best from Crack Duck. Let's get to this. Let's go.
This video is sponsored by Incogni.
Oh, he paying bills. I like it. Let's go. Quack, quack.
Hi, friends. Do you like being the super bestest guy ever? Well, here you go. Not them. Even more bestest.
Okay.
No, even bestest.
Vulcan?
Ah, yes. Here we go.
Hey, I like the Custodes, y'all. I'm going to be honest, bro. Their attire, in my opinion, I think besides the Emperor and besides my sweet glorious King Vulcan, because we all know cheesecake, cornflakes, frosted flakes. Vulcan in 5. We all know, bro, Vulcan got like one of the best, like, attires, but bro, they're definitely top 3. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Adeptus Custodes are some of the most, if not the most, elite warriors in the entire galaxy. So, today, we're going to talk all about what these banana dudes are all about. Also, stay tuned till the very end for a special giveaway announcement. Ooh! These golden fellas are basically the greatest single warriors in the entire Imperium and, debatably, in the entire setting. The Adeptus Custodes are the ultra-mega elite guardians of the Emperor who primarily reside on Terra.
Man, bro, it's something about gold and Warhammer, bro. I don't know what it is, but, like, if you're wearing gold, bro, you automatically get, like, a few points for me. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Also do operations across the galaxy to the Emperor's benefit. It is said that the Custodes are the Space Marines as Space Marines are the Guardsmen. So yeah, you can say they're pretty tough. A single custodian is said to be able to turn the tide of entire wars, a squad of custodians also being able to do the same thing, but faster and betterer. But
betterer
like
is crazy.
Endless hordes of evildoers threatening the Imperium, there's another insidious threat looming. Malicious identity thieves, endless hordes of spam calls assaulting your patience, and the dreaded data brokers. Oh gosh, I certainly wish there was a mighty guardian defending me from these endless annoyances and threats to my privacy. Oh wait, there is! That's right, Incogni is back to sponsor this video. I've been using Incogni for...
Hey, we love it. We love it, Hey, as the great words of Cash Nasty would say, I'm paying bills. Crack Duck, he's paying bills. Hey, man, we're all paying bills at this point, man. Hey, we love to see
Crack Duck to get 60% off the annual plan and protect your data today. But anyways, the Adeptus Custodes originated as the Legio Custodes sometime around the Unification War. Their exact time of creation is debated in-universe, some Imperial scholars believing them to have been made after the ill-fated Thunder Warriors, and others citing evidence of them working alongside the Emperor before the Thunder Warriors' creation. And that they were in fact the first warriors of the Emperor. To me, it's quite obvious that the Custodes were created first. Not only does it make thematic sense that the Emperor's most loyal and stalwart companions were his first sons, but take a look at this. What is that? Exactly. It's lightning. And lightning always comes before thunder. Food for thought. But regardless of their time of creation, their purpose of creation is quite clear. The Custodians were made to be the perfect warriors. Unmatched skill and tact, impossibly fast, strong as no other, and most importantly, they possess an unbreakable and undying loyalty to their master, the God Emperor of mankind. But despite their great might, the Custodians were never intended to be the Imperium's military force. In comparison to Space Marines, and especially to Thunder Warriors, the creation of a Custodian is far more elegant and complex. The original...
Man, bro, creating a, custodian, bro, this is what I heard, bro. Creating a custodian, bro, is like finding the needle in a raid rack. Like, bro, it's like, they need, special parts to make these... bro, they need special parts to make these dudes.
Aspirants were secretly kidnapped children of Terran nobles, but with the Custodes' existence now public and revered, to join the ranks of the Custodes is seen as a great and powerful honor. So, when word gets out that more are being made, Terran Imperials and Pilgrims fervently throw their babies at the holy recruiters.
I didn't laugh at that. I'm laughing at the stuff before.
Process is unknown. Every single Custodian made is an intricate piece of art, perfect in every way. Originally, they were handcrafted by the Emperor himself, but now, Custodians can also be made by trusted Chiturgians on account of, that. Custodians are taken as little itty-bitty babies and then genetically altered using the Emperor's own genetic material in the process. Similar to Space Marines, they're implanted with gene seed and given extra organs. However, the process is much more finicky for the Custodies, and very few aspirants are successful in their ascension. One key reason that success is so rare is the esoteric bioalchemy required to complete the process. What exactly this entails is unknown, but legend states that during the process, every custodian is essentially soul bonded to the Emperor in some way or another. And this not only gives them supreme loyalty, but also helps them in battle, as the hand of the Emperor guides and protects them. Well, the hand of the Emperor guides all, but...
Ooh. Ooh.
But especially those he likes. In addition to their prowess in battle, the custodians were also created to be philosophers, diplomats, and scholars.
Damn, they
During
everything.
the aspirant processes, their minds were remade not only to deter the filthy myths of corruption, but also instilled with immense knowledge. Knowledge of a myriad of...
Oh, bro, they done Mondo burger they brains. Oh, man. Hey, y'all know in the good burger, bro, like whenever they have like the... when they had like the little... when they had the little wheel... and the burgers was coming out, and they was going in looking like bologna meat, and they came out just as fat as like boulders. Bro, that's how they deal with their brains, man.
Combat forms, but
that's
also
tough.
A knowledge of history, art, geography, politics, and basically everything else. Thus, it was clear that the Custodes' true purpose was as the Emperor's companions in every sense of the word. They were the ultimate guardians, as well as being individuals fit to hold conversation and musings with the Emperor. In his life, the Emperor would engage in deep intellectual discussions, hold philosophical debates, and even ask advice from his Custodes.
Oh, wow.
However, despite being the ultimate guardians, it's still quite hard to guard against 4 Satans and a wanton son.
True.
So, after the Emperor was gravely wounded by Horus, the Custodes went into deep mourning. But they didn't let their sadness affect their grind, and they continued to stand watch over the Golden Throne.
We're not finna skip past this. Hold up. The naked thing is not canon. They wore emo black clothes instead. Okay. However, I kind of wish it was, though. Being so sad, you get naked is a funny idea. So basically, the custodian. So when the Emperor, bro, when he was tapped out, when he was just down bad in the chair or whatever, the Custodes basically, they went from red to black. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. That's some deep stuff right there, bro. That's scary.
The continent-sized Imperial Palace, and by extension, the world of Terra. And soon after the siege, Guilliman and Valdor also issued the Edict of Restraint, which meant that most custodians would have to remain on Terra with the sole purpose of guarding the Emperor. This would later prove to be what we in the industry call a dum-dum move. But after the fall of Cadia and Guilliman's resurrection, he lifted the edict, and now the Custodes could go to the most threatening threats in the galaxy to quell them before they could reach Terra and threaten the Emperor. Wow! What a grand idea! Shame it took 10,000 years, the resurrection of Blue Jesus, and the galaxy splitting in half.
Hell no. Hell no. Nah. Hey, I'm sorry, yo. Hey, I take no disrespect towards my GOAT. No, is this supposed to be G-Thug, right? This supposed to be G-Thug? Nah. Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, Warhammer fans, y'all might go against me on this one. I don't care. Yo, he's nowhere near my GOAT. Never was and never will be. He will never even live up to the greatness of my GOAT. Nah. We're gonna call him a Smurf. Yo, call him Smurf or something. Don't say he nah. I'm sorry. Nowhere near.
To think of it. But anyways, one of the coolest shield companies, the Dreadhost, primarily fill the role of going off Terra and hunting down the greatest threats to the Imperium. And beyond defending the palace, the most super special Custodes get the privilege of directly guarding the Emperor. These are called the Companions, and they stand completely still and silent in a battle-ready stance in the off chance that something gets into the Golden Throne and needs to be killed. This is also, of course, incredibly boring, since they just stand there. And even for a mighty custodian...
I mean, they do have, like, the most important job, right? Like, bro, like, if something goes on in the room where the Emperor's just sitting there and he's just rotting, Like, you want to have people there just to protect them. I mean, even though he could probably just get rid of them by just thinking about getting rid of them. So
this monotony is extremely taxing and mind-breaking, so they need to be switched out every so often.
What?
I personally would at least give them
these boys got shifts,
like a yo-yo or something to break the monotony.
Yo, they got shifts.
Even without a yo-yo, the switch outs are still quite far apart. One dude was able to stand watch for a whole century before needing to be replaced. Pretty wild. My Gen Z attention spanless, useless brain couldn't even stand still for like 6 minutes probably.
Okay, first of all, that's down bad. Bro, he couldn't even cash his check. He couldn't even cash his check. They had him standing there for 100 years. It almost broke him. Nah, bro, where's his check, bro? Where's his check, bro? Hey, we need to revive him and give him his check, bro. At least let him live out, his dreams or whatever, bro. Had him standing there for 100 years. Bro, that's a whole bill. Man.
But guarding the Imperial Palace isn't just standing around all day doing nothing. In reality, it's standing around all day doing nothing while sometimes playing games. Or I guess game singular because they only play one game, and that game is the Blood Games. The Blood Games were made by Constantine Valdor or Alfarius. I don't really remember, actually.
Oh, I like that color. I like that color, yo.
And also, I guess it doesn't really matter since everyone is Alfarius.
That's a nice color.
But anyways, they made it after the Thunder Warriors Primarch led a coup in the Imperial Palace that was creatively named the Palace Coup. The coup was thwarted, but it raised concerns over the palace defenses. So, the Blood Games is essentially a mock assault where a custodian makes a wacko plan to try and assassinate the Emperor, and the other custodians have to defend against them. In theory, this helps keep the custodies sharp and helps to expose any weaknesses in the custodies' defense.
Oh, okay, so it's like wait, no! Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot about this. I heard about this, y'all. Basically, it's like a trial and error thing. What they're basically doing is, like Craig just explained is, I went out of character right there. Basically, what that is they basically try to find different ways to get to the Emperor. It's kind of like a game. It's basically like how NFL players play practice against like their defense. So for example, how Kansas City Chiefs would you'll have Patrick Mahomes, Kelsey, whatever, You have the whole offense playing against the Kansas City Chiefs defense. So yeah.
Plan so that they can reinforce weak areas. And these plans can get pretty wacky and out of the box since the custodians want to be ready for anything.
That makes sense though. That actually makes. I'm gonna be honest with you. That makes sense.
But nerd stuff aside and back to the they hit stuff good aspect. As I've said before, the custodians are basically the manifestation of that kid who makes the bestest, most strongest, most powerfulest character on the playground. On top of their unmatched reflexes, strength, and speed, the custodians are also very well versed in a number of martial arts and fighting styles called katas, designed to counter any foe that they may face. Since the Adeptus Custodes is essentially an army of one-man armies, the Custodes battle as individuals rather than in squads like Space Marines. They of course can work in teams, but due to their mega reflexes and ultra precision, they can pretty much do their own thing without worry of getting punched in the head by one of their buddies or something.
That's actually crazy. The
Custodes have no formations, no real army-wide coordination, or even a real command structure. Each custodian is roughly equal in terms of mental and physical prowess, so ranks in the Adeptus Custodes are usually just for respects or literal awards for big achievements. Ranks aren't even necessarily tied to feats, since custodies traditionally just get names added to their name after they do something cool. Therefore, some custodies have names that literally fill entire books. I sure bet that makes signing legal documents quite the hassle. Waka waka! But anyways, the custodians roll into battle knowing their objectives, so they rarely need to be ordered by the others. If anything, a custodian would likely be like, oh hey, can you kill that guy while I kill this guy? And then like half a second later, they high-five because they just won the war. Another interesting tidbit is that the
Bro, they that fast? Wait a minute, bro, these guys are that fast? That's diabolical.
Custodians sometimes prolong battles with unfamiliar opponents so that they can learn about the new enemy's fighting style to improve their own skills even more. But if they must, they can just sweep through hordes and hordes of opponents with ease, gun down great beasts with masterfully placed shots, or strike down enemy duelists with a few deft strokes. But what do they do all those wacky, deadly things with? Well, they can kill basically anything with just their bare hands and razor-sharp abs, but they generally don't do this and prefer to use their arsenal of master-crafted gear. Each custodian has custom armor precisely fitted to them and have unique decorations suited to the wearer. This armor is made of auramite, which is naturally gold but can have its color changed if you don't like...
Auramite. Yo, the word aura is in their armor. Oh my goodness gracious. The word aura is in their... I told you. Bro, these guys are the definition of aura. The word aura is literally in their armor, y'all. Oh my god.
Metallics. Auramite is a magic space metal that is the strongest thing maybe ever and is near impervious to damage. It's also quantum inert, whatever the hell that means. But next up, their standard weapon is the Guardian Spear, which is honestly one of the coolest 40k weapons to me.
That do look hard. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna just be completely, no hater-ish. That do look hard, bro. Cause they got like, it's kind of like they have like a gun with like a little sword thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. It looks like a futuristic but like old school like World War II weapon. Like,
this thing is a halberd with a power blade and bolter. Fucking epic. All
that is
my
crazy.
Homies love taping two weapons together for a
Man, they got the Glock 4000 with the spear from Nigeria. Oh my goodness.
weapon. And look at this weird looking guy. His pose is dumb, but he has a melter spear. Let's go! Custodies can also opt to take Sentinel Blades, which are also pretty wicked cool. These are humongo power swords, also with bolters. This time, double-barreled for
That's fire.
doubled lead.
That's fire, y'all.
Shooting lead, that is. Wow! Also, the guard being the magazines makes absolutely no sense, but it's the coolest shit ever,
it doesn't
so
matter.
Who cares?
It don't matter.
The Custodies also have Alaris Terminators for when they want to be even more impervious to damage. They've got a lot of grav vehicles to show how rich they are, including a grav rhino, which is
I told you, bro. They're pulling up to the battle, bro, in Lamborghinis and Bentleys and Ferraris. It's over. It's over, bro. Y'all pulling up in bicycles and roller skates and stuff, bro. This ain't the 70s no more, bro. They're pulling up, bro, in heat.
Funny. They have dreadnoughts in the off chance they do end up getting killed. And they also have one of the coolest units ever called the Blade Champion. Beyond having the best model in the Custodes range, the Blade Champions are honored elites among elites who are master bladesmen and hunt down enemy commanders and the most threatening elites that they may have. They wear less armor both because they're so skilled they usually don't get hit, and because it allows even more maneuverability and speed as they zip around the battlefield like some kind of bloodthirsty golden missile man. And finally, I just wanted to mention the Sisters of Silence. They might get their own video in the future, but here they serve in tandem with the Custodes as the talons of the Emperor. The Custodes are the right hand of the Emperor, and the Sisters are the left. There's a cool duality to them as they cover
if anybody knows, if there's like a Sister of Battle that's like, single or whatever, yo, just tell her to hit me up, yo.
Custodes' semi-vulnerability to Psychers, and since the Sisters of Silence are all blanks. The Sisters of Silence' main purpose, however, is to hunt down rogue Psychers, gather Psychers to be trained in the Astra Telepathica, or gather Psychers to be sacrificed to fuel the Golden Throne. But that's the Custodes. Super cool stuff. Sometimes being the bestest ever is just fun, and the Custodes exemplify that. The Custodes aren't exactly my favorite. As a guard player, I'm kind of on the opposite side of the elite spectrum.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not stupid. I can enjoy a giant golden guy going, woo, woo, with his badass gun spear killing an entire army single-handedly.
I mean, bro, the fact that it only takes one of them, bro, to go crazy, I will admit that's fire. But it really shows you, bro, how powerful, bro, these guys are. And to be real, bro, maybe I'm just, hopping from D to D right now, pause. But they're definitely like top 3 for me. Like, and just like I don't even know if like Custodians are like a faction or not, but it really don't matter. I'm gonna call them a faction because that's just my way of saying it, okay? Faction, group, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I definitely do like the Custodians, y'all.
Notoriously said that Custodians don't belong on tabletop and should just be a commemorative model line at most, and I still kind of think that, but also, like, really, who cares? And if people are playing the army and enjoying it, what the hell? They have merit to exist. With that being said, they should 100% never ever be in Kill Team ever again, though. But to the part everyone actually cares about, the giveaway. Woo!
Hey, if y'all want to be a part of Crack Thugs giveaway, y'all can go check it out, man. I don't know. I think this video is like kind of old, so I think the giveaway might be over. Other than that, man, comment down below. What do you guys think about the Adeptus Custodies? I think they're absolutely fire, bro. I love their armor, bro. I love the fact that they're so overpowered. I like that a lot. Like I said, I love their armor a lot, bro. They have like, and listen, hopefully Vulcan won't hear me, but in my opinion, I think that they got like, I think that they got the best like armor in the entire like Warhammer just history. Maybe that's just me. But yeah, maybe that's just me, after all. Other than that, man, comment down below, man, what do you guys think about this video? Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys give this video a like. And also, man, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We're this close to 8,000 subscribers, bro. Every single day we're rising. I appreciate it, man. And peace out.